Let me ask you something that most people never stop to consider. What if everything you've been told about life, success, and happiness is based on a lie? Yeah, I said it. You were conditioned to believe that if you work hard enough, follow the rules, stay positive, and push through, eventually you'll be happy. But here you are, maybe doing all the right things, still feeling stuck, anxious, disconnected, or just unfulfilled. It's not that you're broken. It's that the model you were taught to follow was never designed to awaken you. It was designed to keep you surviving, not expanding. Here's the radical truth. Your current reality is not a reflection of your potential. It's a reflection of your level of consciousness. And unless you raise that level, unless you truly start living with awareness and intention, you'll keep repeating the same cycles no matter how hard you work. More hustle won't fix it. More books won't fix it. More motivation won't fix it. Because what's really missing isn't effort. It's alignment. In this video, you're going to discover 3 powerful truths that most people will never hear. Truths that have the power to instantly shift your perspective, elevate your vibration, and start attracting what actually resonates with your highest self. These truths are not for the faint of heart. They're raw. They're real. They'll challenge your programming, but they'll also give you the keys to manifest, co-create, and experience a level of personal fulfillment and emotional clarity that most people only dream of. So if you've ever felt like there's more to life than just checking boxes and surviving, if something inside you knows you were made for more peace, more freedom, more inner power, then keep watching. Because once you hear these 3 truths, you'll never look at life the same way again. You are not your thoughts. You are the consciousness that observed them. Let me make you a bold promise. If you stay with me through this video, you'll discover 3 truths so powerful that they can restructure the way you see yourself, your reality, and your ability to manifest anything faster, deeper, and with more purpose than ever before. And it all starts with this first shift. You are not your thoughts. Most people go their entire lives without realizing this. They wake up thinking the same thoughts, believing every story their mind tells them, and acting based on fear or limitation. That creates a loop, one that suffocates creativity, blocks abundance, and drains energy. But the moment you realize you're not the thoughts themselves, but the awareness behind them, that's the moment your high vibration begins to rise. That's the moment you stop living by reaction and start co-creating with intention. You see, your thoughts are like clouds, they come and go. But you're the sky. You're the still, expansive field where everything passes through. When you identify as the sky instead of a cloud, you become emotionally untouchable. That doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you're not enslaved by what you feel. That awareness is what allows you to elevate your energy even on difficult days. It's the birthplace of inner freedom. Here's something simple to try. The next time your mind says, "I'm not good enough," pause and ask, who's noticing this thought? That question alone shifts you back into the observer seat. From there, you have choices. And with choices, you begin to experience something most people are desperate for, but rarely find. True personal fulfillment. It's not found in having everything perfect. It's found in no longer being run by your old programming. And when you live from that seat of awareness, you'll notice something strange. Things begin to shift around you. People respond differently. Ideas flow more easily. Challenges don't rattle you the same way. That's because your frequency has changed. And when you hold that frequency consistently, you naturally begin to achieve results that previously seemed unreachable. Not because you pushed harder, but because you aligned more deeply. Now, if that sounds like something out of a movie, wait until we dive into the next truth. Because once you stop identifying with your thoughts, a whole new level of power opens up. Most people live trapped inside their minds, convinced that every thought they have is true, important, and defining. But here's the first truth that expands your consciousness. You are not your thoughts. You're the one who observes them. That shift in perception, it changes everything. Imagine sitting in traffic thinking, "I'm so unlucky," or "nothing ever works out for me." When you believe that thought, it owns you. But when you recognize it as just a passing cloud, not the sky itself. You reclaim your power. That's where your ability to manifest, to co-create begins. In the gap between thinking and being. This is why ancient traditions and modern science alike speak about the observer. The part of you that's aware you're thinking. That awareness is pure. It's your real self, calm, still, wise. And when you begin to live from that place, your elevated vibration becomes your default. You stop reacting to every negative thought and start choosing which ones deserve your attention. It's like stepping out of a storm and into the eye of it. Everything around you may be chaos, but you are grounded. And from that space, you can elevate your energy with clarity, not by impulse. Want the practical example? Try this. Next time a negative thought pops up, say, interesting. That's one perspective. Don't fight it, just notice it. Then gently ask yourself, is this helping me grow or keeping me stuck? That micro moment of observation interrupts the pattern. It creates space for intention. And in that space, you start to experience personal fulfillment because you are consciously choosing your internal state, not acting automatically. This shift doesn't mean your thoughts disappear. It means they lose their grip. You're no longer hijacked by fear, self-doubt, or shame. Instead, you become the driver of your experience. And guess what happens when you live from that place? You begin to achieve results with much more flow. It's not magic, it's energetic alignment. People feel your presence because you are rooted in consciousness, not mental noise. And if you're wondering how all this connects to your external reality, money, relationships, purpose, just wait. Because when you stop believing every thought and start observing from a higher state, something remarkable begins to happen. And it leads us directly into the next truth. External reality reflects your internal vibration. Here's a truth that most people resist, but once you accept it, it'll transform your life completely. Your external reality is a mirror of your internal state. That means your relationships, finances, health, and opportunities are responding to your energy. Not your words, not your efforts, not even your goals, but your emotional and vibrational frequency. If your inner world is chaotic, doubtful, or fearful, life will keep reflecting more of the same. But if you choose to cultivate a high vibration, the outer world has no choice but to reorganize itself around this new frequency. It's confronting, right? Because if your reality isn't where you want it to be, it's not just bad luck or external circumstances. It's feedback, direct, honest feedback from the universe saying, this is the level you're vibrating at. And here's the part that hurts. If you don't change your energy, nothing around you will change. You could read 1,000 books, take a dozen courses. But if your energy is still stuck in fear, lack, or resistance, your life will echo that same tone. That's why it's not just important. It's urgent to elevate your energy now. People often wait for the external to change so they can feel better. But the energetic law works the other way around. You feel better first. You shift your state first. That's how you signal to life, I'm ready. Because here's a secret few talk about. Your next level is already around you. It's just vibrating at a frequency your current state can't access. To manifest what you want, you need to rise, not by effort, but by vibration. And the rise begins with simple decisions like what you choose to feel, think, say, and focus on right now. So ask yourself, what are you broadcasting today? What kind of energy are you putting out into your relationships, your work, your home, your body? That energy is becoming your future. That's why waiting is the most expensive decision you'll ever make. Every minute you delay a shift in consciousness, you're consolidating a reality you don't desire. But when you choose to act, even with a simple thought of gratitude or a gesture of presence, you're already changing the vibrational field around you. And that field responds, always. It's like tuning a radio. The station with peace, joy, opportunity, and clarity is already playing. You just need to turn the dial. And once you do, you start to achieve results with a lightness that once seemed impossible. That's the essence of true personal fulfillment, knowing that you are the source, not the consequence. And this awareness changes everything. But there's an even deeper truth, something that, when understood, helps you navigate even the most difficult moments with power and clarity. Discomfort is a call for expansion. not a punishment. Here's the truth that most people misunderstand. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's a messenger. In fact, the very pain or resistance you're trying to avoid is often the exact portal to your next level of growth. When life gets uncomfortable, your ego says something's wrong. But your higher self, it whispers something's waking up. And when you start listening to that whisper, you begin to elevate your energy even in difficult moments. You stop avoiding life and start transforming it. And then think about a time when everything fell apart. A breakup, a job loss, a betrayal. At first, it felt like punishment. But later, didn't you realize it pushed you towards something better? That's because discomfort breaks down what no longer serves you. It disrupts the illusion of control so your soul can expand. People who understand this know that each challenge contains a gift, and that gift is always the same: growth, clarity, and the opportunity to manifest a new version of yourself. And then, of course, this shift isn't easy. We've been conditioned to see pain as failure, to escape anything that doesn't feel positive. But spirituality isn't about pretending everything's okay. It's about seeing everything as part of your awakening, even fear, even confusion. When you sit with your discomfort, instead of resisting it, you start to access a deeper power. That's when you begin to co-create with maturity, not out of desperation. You learn to alchemize pain into power. And then here's a practical reframe. Every time you feel triggered or stuck, ask, what is this showing me about myself? Write it down. Sit with it. Speak it out loud. This practice alone starts to dissolve resistance and transmute the discomfort into self-awareness. And self-awareness is the doorway to personal fulfillment. It's how you stop repeating old patterns and start creating with new purpose. Because true success isn't the absence of struggle. It's your ability to move through it with grace and intention. And then so, instead of running from discomfort, lean into it. Ask better questions. Get curious. Because the very thing you're resisting may be the thing that catapults you forward. And once you learn to navigate discomfort as a guide, not a punishment, you unlock a level of stability and power that others only dream of. And speaking of unlocking, there's one last truth, one that ties all of this together and reveals the bigger picture behind your journey of expansion. And in what most people call bad luck, or a rough phase, is often the universe raising the volume on a message you've been ignoring. That ache in your chest when you wake up dreading another day. The frustration that lingers after another argument. The emptiness that success didn't fill. None of that is random. It's feedback. It's the universe whispering. You're out of alignment. And when you don't listen to the whispers, the universe starts to shout. Discomfort is not there to punish you. It's a divine alarm clock telling you, wake up, shift your frequency. It's time to raise the energy and manifest something greater. And then when you feel deeply unsatisfied, it's not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that something no longer fits. That job, that relationship, that way of thinking. It's too small for who you're becoming. That inner friction, that spiritual growth knocking on your door. And the longer you resist, the louder it gets. The universe uses discomfort as a compass to point you toward your next level of personal fulfillment. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask what part of me is ready to expand. Because the moment you say yes to that expansion, you start to achieve results that were waiting for your inner yes. Consciousness expands when you choose to live with intention. Here's something most people overlook. Consciousness doesn't expand by accident. It expands through conscious choices made with intention. Every thought you choose to feed, every emotion you allow to vibrate, every attitude you take, all of this shapes your energetic field. Living on autopilot is what keeps most people trapped in repetitive cycles. But living with intention, that's where you start to elevate your energy, create momentum, and open doors you didn't even know existed. Living with intention means you don't just react, you respond. You observe before acting. You choose your energy before entering a room, before replying to a message, before making a decision. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's asking yourself, is this aligned with who I'm becoming? Because each choice vibrates, and choices made at a low frequency only perpetuate more of the same. But decisions taken from a high vibration state create a new reality, faster than you imagine. People who live intentionally aren't lucky, they're focused. They don't try to manifest things. They co-create with the universe every day because they know what they want, who they are, and where they're going. They understand that true success isn't just reaching a goal, but a continuous state of alignment. That's what makes their energy magnetic. You feel it when they speak. You notice it in their posture. They walk as if they know something the world has forgotten, because they do. Personal fulfillment isn't something you find. It's something you choose daily. Here's a simple but powerful habit to cultivate intention. Every morning, before picking up your phone, ask, what kind of energy do I want to carry today? Write down the answer. Visualize it. Then act as if that energy is already real, because it is. This one shift alone can lead you to achieve more coherent, aligned, and much faster results than any effort without direction. Intention is what transforms an ordinary action into a powerful act. It's what separates those who merely survive from those who live expanded. So if you feel like your days are passing without purpose, as if you're always chasing time, maybe your soul is asking for more presence. Maybe it's time to stop, breathe, and ask, what if today was the first day of the rest of my expansion? Because that's exactly what it can be. And when you start living with that kind of awareness, everything changes. And the best part? That change is just the beginning. Now, you know the truth. Actually, 3 of them. And with that kind of awareness, you have 2 choices. Go back to sleep, or wake up and step into the life that's been waiting for you. Because here's what most people do. They watch a video, they feel inspired, they nod in agreement, and then nothing changes. They go right back into autopilot. But you don't have to be most people. You've seen behind the curtain now. You know that your vibration creates your reality, that discomfort is your compass, and that living with intention is how you co-create something extraordinary. So let me ask you, Cyclone, what part of your life is asking for more awareness right now? High voltage, what energy are you ready to stop tolerating? Fire, and what would your life look like if you truly chose to manifest from a place of alignment instead of fear? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to hear from you. Share your truth. Share your shift. Let's expand together. And if this video stirred something in you, if it made you think differently, feel differently, don't leave without subscribing. Click that button, turn on the bell, and stay close. Because we're just getting started on this journey of expansion. You're not alone in this. And your next level? It's closer than you think. Well, if this message resonated with you and you're ready to take your journey to the next level, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on inspiring content. Don't forget to give this video a like. Your support helps us grow and reach more people like you. Also, if you haven't watched it yet, check out our previous video, 5-minute vibration hack to manifest anything you want. It's packed with simple yet powerful tips to elevate your vibration and manifest your dreams faster. Remember, your next level is closer than you think. Let's expand together.